I'm Gabby Shaw from the Podium Ambition cycling team. Welcome to the Voxwomen cycling show.
Coming up in this month's show, we take on the white roads of Tuscany for Strade Bianche. Elena Cecchini shows us behind the scenes at this year's Gira Rosa launch. The girls from Boels-Dolmans give us some of their top tips. And we're at the next round of the Women's World Tour at Gent Wevelgem. But up first, Pauline Ferrand-Prevot talks to us about recovering from injury and her goals for 2016.
Feeling better. I can recover all the winter, so at the beginning it was a bit hard to accept my injury, but after a few weeks I said okay, now I just have to recover. And first I moved to the south of France because it was not really good weather where I live, so I decided to move to the south. And after I just spent time with my family and just relax. It was a good thing, I think. I think the Royal Body team is like my family for me, so I'm always happy to go away and to go in the race or training camp. So I like to move. I cannot stay for a long time in the same place because I get boring a bit. But no, I really like my cycling life, so I think it suits me well. My motivation is really to win the Olympic. So I won third world champion title, and now I always miss Olympic medal. So my motivation I can say it's the Olympics. And to ride with the French jersey, it's always special for me. So I hope to be good in the Olympics. Since I'm 5 years old, I always switch between road and MTB, so for me it's like normal things now. But it's like 10 days between the road race and MTB race, so it will be complicated to manage this time between the two races, but I think I can do it. I did a good winter after my injury, so now I think I'm good, but not super good. So I need to improve a lot and also to race. After that I will switch between road and MTB. Like in April I want to do all the classic with on the road, and in May I want to do a fully MTB. This year will be between MTB and road, and I don't have really specific preparation for it, but just do like I do normally. I really like this race. It's the first time I will race in Strade, so I'm really excited, but I am also, I don't know how I can be. I felt good in training, but in training I'm alone, so it means nothing. I just want to see how I can be against the best girls in the world. It's so hard, and now I'm a bit nervous because I don't know how I can be tomorrow and what I can expect. It's my first race, so just want to take pleasure, and result it's not so important for today, for tomorrow, because I don't. It's not my goal to win Strade Bianche. So my goal is to be better and better. So after for the team it's different because I think Anna is really good, Kasia also, so it's different goals.
Hi, I'm Ashley Moman-Passio and welcome to Strade Bianche with Voxwomen.
I'm looking forward to the race, and I'm expecting a really, really hard race. I was out doing a recon the other day on Wednesday, and it's heavier than I thought, and I think this will be really a good race for the women, and I think not many will arrive together to the final. So it's really one of the greater courses, and I think it will be a big showdown.
Yeah, it's really uphill and downhill and off-road. but it makes it really interesting for the race. So we're really excited to ride today with our team.
We have a strong team this year, and I'm here to try to support the girls as much as I can. And we have Emma Johansson and Elisa Longoborghini that are our best rider here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really hard race, and the fact that it's the first ever Women's World Tour race as well, we want to put on a good show. So I think there's going to be a lot of teams making it aggressive. Like, we don't ride a lot on white roads, and it is a bit different. You can really only ride on the tyre tracks, and it makes it harder to pass people and a lot more punches and things like that. We've actually changed our chain rings on our bikes. We're actually going for compact cranks today, well, half compact, so 36s. And it's because on the climbs you can't really get out of your saddle because there's no grip on the white roads.
The teams have all been getting ready for the battle on Tuscany's famous white gravel roads, including Gagne and Schramm, who have been out in Italy to prepare.
So Aliona, you were here last year. Can you give me a couple tips on how to ride this gravel, this white stuff that we're going to be riding over for 120 kilometers?
Sure, Alexis, you have to be at front. Just go fast and strong. Yeah, really, it's special roads, and it's important to be at front because it changes everything. And yes, it's really hard race. And
do you think I should ride? Is there a left or right side that I should ride, or is the crown something to avoid?
You just have found line, whereas it's more stiff.
What are the conditions like? What's the weather like this year?
Yeah, it's about weather. It have to be rain, and it's really interesting race about rain. It will change a lot because the road became soft, and it's harder to drive your bike, and it's more similar to cyclocross, I think. Yes.
So who do you think is going to do well in this race then? Most, like, some of the cyclocross riders maybe?
Maybe you, because
maybe
your
me?
skills. And
Maybe.
yes, and Tiffany Cromwell, we hope.
Tiffany Cromwell? What about someone like Eliza? Do you think she's been training hard for this? Eliza Borghini?
Yeah, sure. It's Italian roads, but also I am living in Italy for years, and I hope to do something nice tomorrow.
Yeah? The preparation done, now it all comes down to one day on the road to see who will come out on top. One rider who knows her way around this course is last year's champion, Megan Gagne.
I think Boels just hopes for a hard race, and we have a really strong squad here, and we just go out there and do our best. The gravel is definitely something that we don't see too often. It's more about letting the bike do its thing and trying to weight it properly. Oh, I think I like it.
Well, we are uncertain of the weather. There are clouds around. Obviously, rain is predicted. Not so much in the morning, more for the men, I think, this afternoon. But yeah, we're ready. Whatever comes, we prepared, and we'll obviously do our best.
The race started in Siena, and 134 riders from 23 teams lined up for the first round of the UCI Women's World Tour. 121 kilometres of racing around Tuscany awaited the cyclists, with 7 sectors and 22k of white gravel roads ahead to push them to their limits. It was cool, and there were a few spots of rain in the air, which would almost certainly cause the riders some problems. While Boels-Dolmans rider Nikki Harris was animating the race at the front, it became clear just how tough the route is, as women ran into trouble off the back of the bunch. Punctures and mechanicals split the peloton apart, while the steep gravel roads, which often saw gradients in double digits, forced some riders to crack under the pressure. As the dust kicked up and the climbs got tougher, domestiques dropped back to their cars to ensure their teammates were well hydrated. The tough course took its toll and it became a matter of survival for some of the riders. The brutal final climb up to the historic Piazza del Campo in the centre of Siena provided the ideal opportunity for an attack. And it was world champion Lizzie Armistead who seized her chance and crossed the line first, followed by Kasia Nieuwedome in second and Emma Johansson in third.
Was it really brutal out there? We saw there were some crashes and a lot of mechanicals.
Yeah, I mean, this race you have to stay in the front, and luckily enough my team kept me in the front, so I only heard the crashes behind me, I didn't see them.
Lizzie, was it your plan today to come out and make your mark on this first one of the World Tour?
Not really, no. At the moment my legs are better than I've expected. Training's been going good, but not really this good, so I'm excited that my legs are already like this because I think I still have room to improve in my training, so I'm really happy.
Still to come in part 2, we've got top tips from Boels-Dolmans, race highlights from Gent Wevelgem, and our Vox Diary of the Month from Elena Cecchini.
Don't change the channel, we are back after the break.
And now it's time for our Vox Diary of the Month.
Good morning, Voxwomen. It's 9:20 in the morning, and usually at this time I'm wearing my lycra and going out for a pedal, for a training. But today is a special day for Italian riders because we will discover the stages of 2016 Giro d'Italia for women. And so we are all invited to the presentation, and I'm going to Cambiago, a village near Milano, where the team lunch will be. And I'm looking forward to see this year's course. Last year was my first Giro, and was so far one of my best races. And everything is so special in Giro d'Italia because of the public, because of, I think it's one of the best races to make the team stronger. I mean, to know each other really well, because you share a lot of good and also bad moments, a lot of suffering on the bike. And so I'm looking forward to July, and we will see how this year the race will be. See you soon.
We want to give you some top tips for riding in the rain. Tip number 1.
I start with rain gloves. I actually don't wear them in the race, but in trainings they are pretty good. And then we also have the shoe covers. They are also good for the rain, to keep your feet dry, and I like to wear them in the rainy races as well.
Tip number 2. Now, then we have the rain jacket, of course. I also don't wear it in the race because sometimes it's too warm. But in training, it's perfect. Keeps you dry and warm.
Then we have a rain cap. I wear contacts. Once in the rain, sometimes the contacts are rolling out of the eye, and that's pretty dangerous when you have -7. I'm almost blind. Yeah, I don't know if this protects it, but it's very important to have a good vision in the rain.
Tip number 3.
After 30 minutes racing, everything is wet and you become cold. So it's always good to put some Vaseline on your arms and on your legs. That helps a bit. Pack some dry clothes for afterwards. Tip number 4.
Drinking and eating in the race because in the rain because it takes you much more energy than in sunny conditions.
Tip number 5.
Don't wash your helmet with shampoo before the race, because I did it once. It was years ago when I was a young rider. I washed my helmet with shampoo and then it starts raining in the race and everything comes in my eyes. I couldn't see anything anymore. It was not so funny.
Welcome to Belgium. We're here to race Gent Wevelgem. I think it's going to be a very different race today just because the field is so much stronger. Usually it clashed with the World Cup in Binder, so now they've ironed out the program and I think we've got the best of the best here today. So for sure it's going to be really, really hard, aggressive race, and this wind is going to play a huge factor. So I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same time excited.
I'm a little bit excited and both a little bit scared as well. This race has a big background of being a really tough race and with the weather as well. At the moment it looks quite sunny, but we still have our fingers crossed for a nice race, but I think it probably will rain, so it's going to be pretty hard.
Actually really nice. I'm really excited for today, and there's again a lot of wind, so I'm curious how it's gonna be. I hope we are with a strong team here, and I hope that we can repeat what we did last year. So I'm looking forward.
The race covered 115 kilometres with 5 severe climbs mid-route to test the riders' legs. The cobbled climbs saw an elite group of 27 form early on, including Top Sport Vlaanderen, Ale Cipollini, Cervelo Bigler, Liv Planteur and Orica AIS. But Boels-Dolmans had the strongest presence as their full squad of 6 made the break. The steep hills and windy conditions saw any attacks quickly shut down as the group made their way through the Belgian countryside. American champion Megan Gagne looked strong, taking her turn at the front.
Covered by the Shimano Trica. La première partie du peloton est pour l'instant couverte par la voiture neutre Shimano 3. Et le peloton va occuper le Shimano Trica.
The cobbled climbs would normally suit a rider like Lizzie Armistead, but the group stayed strong, cheered on by the Belgian crowd. The group looked nervous, and with 30 kilometres to go, UCI Women's World Tour leader Lizzie Armistead attacked twice in quick succession, but her moves were covered. Teammate Chantal Black counter-attacked with 10 kilometres to go, putting in a massive effort and catching her rivals by surprise. The Boels-Dolmans rider opened up a gap over the chasers, including Emma Johansson of Wiggle High Five, Cervelo Bigler's Carmen Small, Lisa Brennauer of Canyon Schramm, and Orica AIS's Annemiek van Vleuten. Black never let her lead slip, soloing to victory to take the UCI Women's World Tour leaders jersey. And behind her, the sprint was hotly contested, with Brennauer taking second place and Lucinda Brand finishing third.
Yeah, it feels so good. I'm really happy to win this race. It was a really windy race. And it splits already early. The Kemmelberg was really hard, and after the Kemmelberg we were there with a whole team. So that was impressive, and the girls did such a good job. We started to play numbers, and on the end I had the attack, and the confidence that the girls were behind. So it was a really good teamwork today.
It was quite a tough race today. The wind played a big role, and the passage with the climbs, the Kemmelberg. And it was a quite tough race. I'm really happy with my second place. I came into the finish in a group behind of Chantal Black, and I won the sprint there. So I'm really happy with the second place in this Women's World Tour race.
Thanks for watching the Voxwomen cycling show.
Next time, we'll be following more of the Women's World Tour, including Flèche Wallonne, as well as bringing you the latest from the professional peloton.